rise for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All required, everybody's present. Old business, approval of minutes. The regular meeting minutes of 17 July 2025 were provided for review. Staff recommends a motion to approve, so I need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of July 17, 2025 as presented.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Call a roll.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
Mr. Clemens.
Yes.
Mr. Brungard.
Yes.
Mr. Stednicka.
Yes.
Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski.
Yes.
Mr. Garvey.
Yes.
Motion passed. Audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the council on an item that is not on the agenda? No takers? Presentations. Item number 2 is Lansing Lions Club proclamation. Lansing Lions Club has proudly served our community for the last 71 years. The city recognizes and thanks the Lion Club members and their many acts of service. And I'd like all you guys to come up when we read this for you. And we'll take a picture of everybody up front.
It's coming to me. We ready? Are you ready for us? The Lansing Lions Club was established August 17th, 1954, and is now celebrating 71 years of serving Lansing and surrounding communities. This club is comprised of volunteers who dedicate their time to community service through many local efforts, as well as through district, state, and international programs. Lansing Lions Club is known by the community to generally assist with the Mayor's Christmas Tree Program every year by coordinating a food drive, Boy Scout Troop 165, and Cub Scout Pack 3165, as well as sorting and preparing the items for distribution to the families. The club has coordinated the annual Easter egg hunt for the community for 26 years, sponsors scholarship for deserving Lansing High School graduates every year, and coordinates with other clubs in our community to host blood drives, drug take-backs, and adopt a street efforts. The Lansing Lion Club continues to celebrate, among new and long-standing members, their proud legacy and commitment to helping others. We, the Mayor and City Council of the City of Lansing, State of Kansas, do hereby recognize and thank the Lansing Lions Club for their support and willing hearts and hands to help make our community a great place to live. Let us support them as they celebrate their 71st anniversary this year. Somewhere out there is a sheet of all the different things we do. This doesn't even touch the top of what all the things we do.
26 activities that we did.
Here, go ahead.
Well, there's a list of different activities that we did, lettered A to Z, so we got 26 done this year. Some of them ongoing things, and some of them we do like every year, like the Easter egg hunt. But we are pleased and blessed to be able to do these things for our community. I know there's a lot of us who have lived in Lansing for a good many years. I've been here close to 40. And Lansing is dear to our hearts, and we try to give back. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. You're free to leave or hang around for the rest of the meeting. That's up to you. All right, on new business, public hearing and ordinance 1135, Fairlane Townhomes Phase 2 RHID. Council voted to conduct a public hearing in accordance with KSA 125245 to consider the establishment of an RHID and the adoption of the associated development plan for Fairlane Townhomes Phase 2. Development plan creates Fairlane Townhomes Phase 2 RHID, which includes a development of approximately 21 townhome units, 5 triplexes and 3 duplexes within the RHID boundaries, located north of Fairlane Street and Santa Fe Drive. Eligible project cost will be reimbursed to the developer on a pay-as-you-go basis from 80% of the RHID property tax increment in accordance with the RHID Act, KSA 125241. Reimbursement occurs only from 80% of new property tax increment actually generated. The city will not issue a GEO or special obligation bonds. The project addresses a documented shortage of quality housing in Lansing and supports the city's RHID housing development goals by incentivizing infill resident construction. And at this time, did you want to make any statements, Jeremy, or?
Yeah, a couple things. And this PowerPoint was one, excuse me, I'll get up here. Jeremy Greenemeyer, Vice President, Greenemeyer Reynolds. This PowerPoint is one I've given a few times. I'm really not going to go through it. There might be some things of interest that you might bring up for the crowd or for anyone who's asking, but this will be for just anything that might come up. So anyway, before we kick off the Q&As, the city of Lansing has a serious housing shortage, which you've acknowledged. This is due to a variety of issues. I mean, there's a really big disconnect between the cost of construction and the prices are willing to pay. In my case, for rent. This isn't ideal for anybody. It's not ideal for the cities, developers, homeowners, tenants, employers, restaurants, grocery stores, etc. And so today we find ourselves at a fork in the road. In one direction, we can stick to the status quo, which would very likely yield the exact same results, which is little to no housing growth. In the other direction, we can utilize economic development tools to incentivize development of housing that we so badly need. And then the question that I've asked everybody is, if not RHID, what is the plan for building more housing? So I look forward to discussing our project specifically. I'm happy to answer any questions, but first I'd like to thank you, the City Council, not just to recognize the problem of the nearly non-existent housing development, but also looking forward to find a solution, which is what I hope we come away with tonight. I also want to thank your staff, specifically Mr. Vandal and Mr. Gensler, for their efforts. I've worked with these two for months in person, on emails, on phone calls. They've always been very professional, timely, and represent the city's interest. And if all goes well with the city of Lansing tonight and the county and the school board, we hope to break ground this fall and eventually have 21 new market rate units just north of the current phase 1. So I'm happy to take any questions.
No? Well, we'll open the hearing first. And then.
Okay.
Okay, so I need a motion to open the public hearing to consider the establishment of a RHID and the adoption of the associated development plan for Fairlane Townhomes Phase 2.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second call.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Studnicka?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing is now open, and I will entertain anybody who would like to discuss or speak on this topic for 3 minutes. If there's anyone in the audience that would like to participate. I see no takers.
But when do we ask? Now or?
We can close the public hearing, and then you can have your, we can have discussion.
Thank you.
I need a motion to close the public hearing for establishment of Fairlane Townhome Phase 2 RHID and associated development plan.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close the public hearing. Call roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing is now closed. So we'll make a motion first, and then we can have discussion. So I need a motion to approve ordinance 1135, establishing a reinvestment housing incentive district and adopting the development plan for the Fairlane Townhomes Phase 2 Reinvestment Housing Incentive District.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Now, are there any comments or discussion from the council? Dan?
I don't understand the pay-as-you-go out of 80% if they're not collecting the taxes until they're billed.
So the 80% will be, we lock the round numbers. We lock the property tax at $1,000 today. Anything that is the forced appreciation by building and adding to that lot, now let's say it's $2,000, the developer, Mr. Greenemeyer, will get 80% of that $1,000 increment increase, whereas, and then the city, the county, and the school district will get the 20% split for each year moving forward in perpetuity until the end, until 20 years is
I
up.
understand the split. What I don't understand is the pay-as-you-go. Generally, when I hear pay-as-you-go, you're paying your expenses as you're moving through time.
Correct. He is going to be receiving payment for 20 years on this project, as opposed to he'll spend it obviously once. He'll build it one time, and then will be reimbursed over the course of the next 20 years. Does that make sense? Is that the question you're asking, or am I missing the question?
He'd be reimbursed, several years down the road for things that happened this fall and next spring. So I mean, he needs to save his receipts.
So we do have a limit of how much money we're talking about?
There is a limit on the years at 20 years.
What about the dollar amount?
I'll defer to Josh and Jeremy to talk about the.
Yeah. Yes. So the developer requested that and I'll let him speak more about his pro forma because I don't. That is not my pro forma, but the city is proposing that we enter into an agreement where we have a 20-year cap, but the the dollar amount is not capped.
In other words, it's going to be the dollar amount of what he actually spends?
It'll be
Type of thing?
I'm sorry, ask that question again.
Is the dollar amount what he actually spends? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So I believe so.
But I mean, we wouldn't reimburse for things that he doesn't do. You know what I mean? If his final cost ends up being.
But it's limited, infrastructure is not horizontal building.
Correct. Infrastructure, I think
in-
engineering and things like that are included in there as well.
With a slight modification. Because this is an infill project, the state does allow development costs, vertical costs, to be added into the RHID. So if you would look at page number 30 of your packet, you will see that there's a construction cost line for $2,950,000. That is an eligible expense in this project. And so that will be a part of it. But the regulations the state of Kansas set forth limits the vertical construction costs only on properties that have had infrastructure run in front of them or connected to them for 10 years. So we would consider this an infill project. So this enables things like this project, or for example, if Leavenworth had an RHID downtown, there's nothing to go horizontal per se, because all of the infrastructure is already there. In this case, the infrastructure is already there, so this is helping to defray cost of the actual construction.
Thank you. That was the point I wasn't catching.
Yep. Does that? I'm seeing some somewhat confused looks, and then Jeremy, do you want to jump in on that?
So, Mr. Clemens, to answer your question, there is a cap on the dollar amount as well. So there's really three caps we're dealing with. You've got the 20-year cap, and just for everyone's information, this could be this could be up to 25 years, up to 100% of the eligible cost. We are asking for 20 years and 80%. So on page 9, which is I think the beginning of the agenda items, you'll see in this second paragraph a maximum reimbursement of $851,000 and some change. That is the maximum dollar amount. So if the value of this property comes in higher and we collect more taxes and we hit this $851,000 of reimbursement in year, let's say 17, RHID is over. Let's say you're at year 20 and you've still only collected $800,000 of it, it's over. So as a developer, you're taking the risk on underperformance, and everyone benefits if it overperforms. Hopefully that answers the question.
It did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Yes,
Yes.
please. So this is not the first time I've heard this 80-20 split. At what point do we negotiate the 80-20? Are you saying that for you to be able to develop this project, you need 80%?
So the 80-20 came from, you could get the total dollar amounts to this, let's say $850,000 is the number. You could get $850,000. I could have asked for 25 years at 70%. You could have asked for 16 years at 100%. There's a lot of ways you could have gotten to this dollar amount. This was in conversations with some of the other taxing jurisdictions or taxing entities that I talked to, that they really wanted to see some pay starting in year 1. So this was, this isn't just a conversation I'm having with the city of Lansing, I also have to have it with the county and the school district. And in conversations with those other bodies, they made it clear that they thought it would be better if they had some income starting from day 1. That's why we chose the 80-20. But to answer your question, you could get to this dollar amount, a couple different ways.
Thank you.
Yep.
So 851,000.
That's the maximum.
All right, that's what I want to be clear on here.
Yeah. Yep. And that's in the development agreement.
So if you end up going over that, too bad for you.
Well, no, it'd be if we go over it, then the RHID gets wrapped up
Well,
sooner.
I mean, if you end up spending more than that.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. So there really is no risk here. The risk is still on the developer. We only get reimbursed if the property gets developed. It is incumbent upon us to get it developed as fast as we can. If this thing turns into a 4-year project and we aren't collecting the taxes in full until year 5, that's just less taxes that are collected and less taxes that are reimbursed to us. So if we get this thing done in 18 months, you're going to have it fully valued sooner, you'll have full tax collection sooner, and you'll get more money towards this maximum reimbursement rate sooner. So the city's protected on the performance of things. You have like a maximum dollar amount that you're never going to be out of pocket. Well, I mean, it's not like you're writing a check, it's just you're not getting the money.
Well, I just want to be sure that there's a drop dead limit.
Yeah, it's page 9, second paragraph.
Okay.
Should we perhaps update the motion then to state the cap in there?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Would that make everybody more comfortable if we had a new motion that said to approve with a maximum amount of
Doesn't the contract-
851?
Yeah.
It's in here, it's fine with me.
Doesn't the contract come in the next page? I mean, you got to build
No.
a contract.
No, so what we're also approving is a development agreement as a part of this motion. And so in that motion, we will have a section that refers to the cost cap, and we will add that as a portion of that.
It was 851,000.
570,000, 570. 851, 570.
So if we want to add that, we need someone to rescind the second and then rescind the motion.
I rescind my motion.
I retract my second. All right, before we do a motion, let's still see if there's any more discussion
You are,
on an agenda.
okay. The county has a policy of not to exceed 15 years.
Correct.
You're asking for 20.
The county's policy has been, I mean, it was a policy that they didn't even need to have. As a reminder, the county has passed 3 RHIDs before the Board of County Commissioners decided to have a policy. So them having a policy is just a decision they made. They can make whatever policy they want. That's just the kind of the economic reality of it. So we're asking for this 20 years from the city. We're going to make the same request to the county and to the school board, and they can say yes or no or take no action as they decide.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. So county's made the decision on 15. We're just, what you told me is that we just aren't paying attention to that?
Well, county said
What am I
anything.
missing?
They said that their policy says that anything over 15 years will be, and I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
Anything above 15 years will be considered like adverse to the county. I've heard, and I think that they've even said so in public, that they're still, the feeling I got was they're still open to having conversations about it. That's, I don't want to speak for the county, but that's the impression that I've got. No one is, well, I don't say no one, because I think the other folks at Riverbend are talking to them about a request that goes beyond 15 years as well. So the Riverbend one was approved here, what, a week or 2 ago?
Right?
They're going to run into the same thing that I'm going to run into.
It's an internal policy at the county, and I think, I'm trying to remember the wording, because the city has that. We've passed that on to Mr. Greenemeyer as well. I want to say it's more guidance, it's not hard and fast, was
Okay,
the.
That's what I was wondering.
But I mean, in theory, that could give them legs to say, we don't like this project and it doesn't meet X, Y, Z.
Or could not the county say, we'll approve this, but it can't go beyond 15?
Well, but that's not, my understanding of this is my first time through RHIDs, but my understanding is the county doesn't, this is not a negotiation with the other
Okay.
taxing, it's just a yes or no.
Okay, I got it.
So they're either gonna say,
Got it.
Yes or no.
I suppose too, I mean, if one of the other agencies did not like that, I mean, I would imagine you would meet the 851 figure pretty quick if it was 100%. You know what I mean? I think.
And that's what I might have to come back here with.
Yeah.
Or the project ends up looking like a different project, you know? Maybe it gets smaller, maybe the units get different, maybe it's not as nice. I mean, there's ways to save money, but I can't, when you have to put together a development plan and do all of your pricing, it's kind of a pain to go back, make a small change, and then tell your engineer you need to make all these changes. So this is the project we want to build, this is the request that we're making, and we're majority of the way through this when the county decides to have their policy. So we're just going to make our request to the city. That request is going to get forwarded onto the taxing jurisdictions, and we'll see. I might be back here in a couple months and saying, try again, I guess. But as of today, this is the project and this is the request.
Tell me if I'm thinking about this right. The 20 versus the 15. If it's 15, you would want a higher percentage because you would want to recoup your investment
Yes,
faster.
right.
So the 20-year is going to be a lower percentage because you don't need to recoup your investment faster.
That is
which would be a benefit to us.
Well, yes, but in my conversations that I've had with some of the other taxing jurisdictions, if they would like to see some income and some benefit from this day one, then I can't do a 15-year 100%. You have to do a 90 or 80 or some smaller number. So this is the art versus science part of this whole thing. You're exactly right. You can get to this 850 dozens of different ways.
Right.
Okay.
So ballpark, once these homes are built, what will the average rental be for that?
Well, I have a pretty good idea about that, considering we have 14 that if you want to know what it's going to look like, you can go drive by them today. They're leasing right now for about $1,275, and so let's say it takes a year and a half to get some of these built. You can probably bump that up by % or two, so it's probably going to be sub 13 still
When you opened these up, these were 1,100, right?
Yeah. No, I think 11, maybe 1195, 1150.
Maybe it was.
And it's, they were from the first one to the last one, probably took 6 months, so you're going to have a little bit of rent appreciation there. But part of the other reason we even have to get into this RHID situation is the construction cost is progressing like this, and the rental appreciation is at a much flatter rate. You throw in interest rates, which I think it's in the packet. When we broke ground on phase 1, interest was 3.25%. When we went permanent, it was at 8%. What's sitting there right now isn't making money. So I'm certainly not going to build another one that costs more and is more expensive to finance. It'll just keep me in land. So that's that. Enter RHID.
Got it.
All right, any other questions before we have to?
In the packet, you guys broke out, if you made 150,000, this is the percentage that your income would normally support for housing costs. For that amount, for that, I think you said $1,275 or $1,300, what is the average salary that would be able to afford that? I'm not a good math guy.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question.
Because what I'm looking for is I want to see that our teachers, our police officers, our firemen are going to be able to afford something like this. That they could live in the same town that they were.
Be a little marked.
So I'm glad you asked this question. This is a slide I had for the school district. This is a list of the current residents. And when I say current, this is probably from 6 weeks ago, but close enough. So I was more concerned about, I have some information in there about the number of people per unit, because the school district had some questions about how many kids were going to end up being, their concerns are slightly different than yours. But this is the median income of the tenants. At the time of this, I did it was 63,000 and change, 79% of the area median income. And that's a number that's provided by HUD. It's Leavenworth County is in the Kansas City MSA. And this is, it's a chart, maybe you've seen it before. But this is the professions of the people who are currently in there. So it's kind of a, all the food groups are represented in there. Some blue collar, some students, some divorced parents. There's a little bit of everything.
So Pete, probably not.
Okay.
Considering when our starting salaries for a teacher is 45,000, for beginning year teacher, first year teacher,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have a teacher in there, but they could be 10 years in. I don't know.
If they've been 15 years, coach, and yeah,
Yep.
they might, yeah.
Well,
They're going to have a roommate otherwise.
I get this beginning teacher, fireman, policeman deal. I think, obviously, probably not, but I think what we need to be thinking is couples that are just getting started,
Well, and
I don't know how many of them have single breadwinners in them.
well, at 1.5 people per unit, that tells you that there's a lot of single people in here. And the other, what this additional housing fixes is, let's say all these people are living somewhere currently and they're able to move up.
Right.
Well, if they're moving into these 14 units, they left behind 14 other units.
Right.
So, maybe your first year teacher isn't a tenant for here, but maybe they're a tenant for the one that just left. And just as a kind of a side comment, if you want to build things that have a lower starting point, you can do that. It just, requests like this are going to look more like 25 years, and they're going to look more like 100%. So that's just the trade-off between what you need to charge versus what the incentive is going to look like.
Yeah, Covington Woods Phase 2, right? It was built on tax incentive, a different
Yeah.
program, right? I think it's either 60 or 65% AMI. So that does cover the next level down. So this is a good in between that and then
Yeah. Well, and these are these are market rate units, so there's no restriction on, if someone who made $100,000 wanted to live here, they could. Or if you had a student whose parents co-signed it for them, they could.
Right.
Whereas,
There's no restrictions like-
whereas Covington Woods does have,
Yeah, it has restrictions.
it has restrictions.
What do those rent for, Tim? You know off the top of your head, Covington Woods?
I think some of the 2 or 3 bedroom ones are like 1,100 a month or 1,200 a month, so, yeah.
Are there one-bedroom units? I can't remember.
I don't believe there's any 1-bedroom
That's
units
what
at
I thought.
Covington
It was
Woods.
2
I
and
think
3
it's
bedrooms.
either 2 or 3.
So,
Tim, I know Mr. Greenemeyer mentioned that you and Josh have gone into a lot of discussion. Was there ever any discussion about the 80-20? Is there any negotiation at all in that, or is that just hard and fast?
That was the
I-
negotiation.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of the negotiation, but I mean, my perception of the discussions was, I don't think Jeremy cares whether it's 80-20 or 100%, because again, if he gets 100%, it's off the tax rolls that much faster. If we wanted to do 70-30 or 65-35, we could, but then it'd probably be 25 years. So I think this was kind of his compromise to try to get the school district on the team, and I think you've had conversations with the county too. So that was part of the discussion, because that was my understanding. As long as the infrastructure is reimbursed, I'm not sure he cares as much what the percentage is, as long as he gets reimbursed. That was my
Yeah,
perspective.
I mean, and everyone's reading this right. The sooner we can get our money back, the better. I'm getting a separate message from the other 2 taxing jurisdictions where they would like to have some benefits sooner than me get paid back sooner. Because from a dollars in standpoint, you're exactly right. I'd get this thing wrapped up as fast as possible.
Okay. New language in the
The motion will be
And I
exactly
just-
what you said.
and then with a cap of $851,570.
Yes.
so moved.
Second.
Why don't I read it over again?
Sure.
Oh, we thought you did, Mayor. We're sorry.
No, I was just saying with the caps. To approve ordinance, did they already take the other one back?
Yes, they did.
They did? I need a motion to approve ordinance 1135 establishing a reinvestment housing incentive district and adopting the development plan for the Fairlane Townhome Phase 2 reinvestment housing incentive district with a cap of $851,570.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? Call roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalowski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Wish me luck with the county and the school district.
Item number 4 is Resolution B7 2025, Monroe Manor RHID public hearing. The City of Lansing is proposing to establish an RHID for the Monroe Manor residential development. This is a 45.28 acre property located at 724 North DeSoto Road and has been identified as a strategic location to address the community's need for new attainable housing. Monroe Manor project represents an estimated 11 million investment, with the developer requesting RHI reimbursement of $3 million in eligible costs at pay-as-you-go basis. This project is being pursued under KSA law, KSA 125241, which authorizes cities to use RHIDs to address housing shortages. The project is expected to generate roughly $1.2 million in new property tax revenue annually, which will fund the RHID reimbursement over time. Staff recommends the council approve Resolution B7 2025. So I need a motion to approve Resolution B7 2025, setting a public hearing date for September 18th, 2025.
September 21st.
21st.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
September 18th, 2025. to consider the establishment of Monroe Manor RHID and adoption of the related development plan.
So moved.
Is it the 18th or the 21st?
It is
18th.
the 18th. That was
Our
been
copy says
a
the
typo.
21st.
Yes.
We must
That
have a
was,
typo.
that was my typo.
We're going with the mayor's copy.
The team from Monroe Manor is here in case anyone has any questions or thoughts or anything, so.
Yeah, once
The
we,
only
once
question
we,
I got is, we had a plat for that area when Mr. Riley owned it, and how many homes were proposed under that plat?
If I remember correctly, I think 120 or 130 around
And
there.
this increases it with, if this goes, then this increases it to how many homes?
194.
I'm sorry?
194.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and I think the Roman Hahn from Circle H, I'm the owner of Circle H, thank you for letting me speak here. I believe that, and I'd have to look back at some of the old things that Mike was working on, but I think that there's 3 different sections that are coming together to make this, and I believe the 124, and I can confirm this when I had this old plat in front of me, but I don't believe it was all 3 that he was including, so we're not talking about the same actual ground. It was 2 of the 3, and so it wasn't the whole thing, if I remember correctly, but that may be contributing to why there's less.
So there's more real estate being involved with
Yes.
this one than there was with Mr. Riley?
Correct, yes. He had 2 of the parcels with conceptual drawings on it, and there was a 3rd piece there that
Right,
part
it
of
was
that.
empty,
Yeah.
If I understand as part of this, you're gonna tear down what I would consider a blighted home along DeSoto.
Yes, and actually, we were just out there meeting with a local resident, trying to get it to look better in the meantime, so.
Okay.
so-
that's, yeah, that's where the DeSoto entrance is.
Yep, yep.
into the development.
So your time frame is 6 years?
Yeah, it'll be 2031, 2032 when homes are built. We'll have the infrastructure and the RHID well before that, but homes built, 194 homes contributing to your tax base completely, will be 2031, 32.
But in terms of the contractor, 6 years.
Yes. The RHID absolutely is 6. And you may wonder why the story sounds a little bit different than maybe what you heard a month ago with the other RHID, and it's 20 years, and then, of course, Jeremy's speaking here tonight, and his being 20 years. We took a slightly different approach. One is it's an $11.6 million project, and so we're not asking for all of the 11.6. We're only asking for 26% of that, which is the $3 million that you see in the RHID. So it allows us to build a lot of tax base with the dollars that we're contributing from a private investor, or us being the private investors. We're contributing a large amount of tax base, assessed value, in a shorter amount of time, and we're asking for a lesser amount on the RHID. And so I think if you really look at the details of all of them, that's going to be a major difference that you see. As ours is paid out, done in 6 years, it's all paid back, and you're getting full benefit of the $1.2 million of the incremental tax that's created. And so that you're going to see a very different approach that we took. And I know, Jeremy, that's a multifamily versus single, so it's obviously a different approach anyway. But I think from the other RHID that you saw a month ago, this is going to be a drastic different look. And we believe it to be better for Lansing because we get in, we create the tax value to start creating the actual tax revenue, and then we're done, and then we're out. And by year 7, you're receiving 100% of the $1.2 million that we've created with this development. So it's a little different approach rather than dragging it out forever. I'm not saying one's right or wrong, but that's the different approaches that we took based on our conversations with the economic development team here, the county, and just trying to, and the policy that they put out, trying to make sure that we met as many of those guidelines as we could, and hearing the community. I mean, we were here doing the planning a month or so ago as well, planning commission, and we're trying to listen to the community. We've changed some of our plans because of some of the feedback from the community, like trees and trails and some of the things that were not there. So we're trying to listen to the local entities and the people that are here. So that's what the path we're choosing is 6 year, $3 million, and then you get the full benefit.
Any other discussion before we make the motion?
What is the average value of the home when you sell it?
It will be somewhere, we won't be selling the homes, we're only the developer, but our home builder, which allows us to also do this much more effectively, as we know who our home builder is. We already have their contracted, they're a local home builder, which also we're trying to do more of, is the local, using contractors and home builders that are local. It's Hakes Brothers that are right here in Lansing, and which should contribute to more tax revenue that we're not accounting for here. But the homes will be somewhere between that 250 to 3, probably even up to 4, because there's going to be about 18 to 20% of the lots actually have walkout basement capabilities, and so there'll be abilities to, hey, if you want that type of home and you want to spend $400,000 on that type of home, you can. But if you want hey, we just want the base model and we want to get into a home, there's going to be options for that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What kind of multifamily home talking about?
That was,
Not only single family.
Oh, okay,
All
that's
single
what I
family.
thought. I was.
Yeah, all single
When I
family.
heard that, I thought, I didn't read something, so it is single family.
All 194,
Okay.
yes,
All
sir.
right. Feel better.
Thanks for the question, because others might have been thinking the same, actually.
Any other discussion?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, I requested a motion to approve the resolution. Did I get a? So moved. So moved. Get a
Second.
second? Thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalowski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Item number 5 is the 2026 Independence Day fireworks show deposit. City staff recommends approval of the payment to Victory Pyrotechnics Special Effects in the amount of $25,625.66 for the 26th Independence Day musical display, pyro musical display at Lansing High School. This invoice includes soundtrack creation, pyrotechnics, fireworks material, crew, labor, delivery, insurance, and preparation, and required licensing. So staff recommends the council authorize the payment. So I need a motion to authorize the city to execute a payment to Victory Pyrotechnics and Special Effects for the 2026 Independence Day fireworks display.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Josh
What
is
happens
here.
if this company goes out of business before they put on the fireworks display?
Mr. Robinson.
They either pay it back or if they go bankrupt, well, it's one of those things.
This is the same company we've been using.
I know, I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fair question. Bankruptcy, we go after them in bankruptcy court.
Well, it'd be unsecured and they'd probably discharge it. So, but these are not uncommon. You're taking a risk, to a certain degree. But if they don't perform, obviously you got legal avenues.
I think part of it too, wasn't it, they wanted payment a little bit sooner than in the past, because I think with next year being the 250th year, I think they're filling up pretty quick.
I think I
So
remember that, yeah.
I think that was part of this, if I'm remembering correctly.
And I think most businesses will park their money. It's just a deposit. They're probably not, I would imagine if they've been in business a while, they're not robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's not like we all hear the stories about contractors that need the next job to pay for the last job. I doubt this is what we're dealing with here with their record. So they, in my opinion, are probably parking the money just in the bank, so then when they have to also secure things and start to lock things down on their end, they have the money to do it.
I should have said the option includes a 4% discount, which kind of makes it a little better.
There you go. 4% discount, yeah.
This is paid for with the hotel guest tax?
Correct. Transient guest tax
Watch
fund.
that rumor before it gets started?
Sure. Sure.
My point. No.
Yeah.
Unless you stay in a hotel, you're not paying for it.
Anyone else? No. Okay. So we have a motion and a second to approve. Call roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Motion passed. Executive session, economic development. I need a motion to enter an executive session for a period of 15 minutes to review economic development activities pursuant to discussions of confidential data relating to the financial affairs or trade secrets of corporations, partnerships, trusts, and individual proprietorships, exemption KSA 754319B4, starting at 7:45 and ending at, what is that, 8 p.m.?
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. Call roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey? Don't forget that clock is a minute slow. I have 3 seconds.
Hey, guys, can you do that motion again, because the video wasn't running?
I make a motion to return to open session.
You were so tall and handsome that how in the world could you not be popular and all, you know? Come on now, come on. Tell the truth.
Hey. Done.
Okay. Have a motion and a second to return to open session. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
All right, we have a return to open session at 8, and there was no binding action taken. Item number 7 is executive session, non-elected personnel. I need a motion to enter an executive session for a period of 15 minutes to discuss the employee's performance pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter, exception KSA 754319B1, beginning at 8:01 and ending at 8:16.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
All right, motion passed.
Good luck.
I think I'm supposed to stay on here, and that is, I think it's
Have a motion and a second to return to open session. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Okay, we have returned to open session. I need a motion to authorize the mayor to sign addendum 9 to the city administrator's contract, providing financial incentive based on the results of the performance evaluation.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalewski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, reports any department heads. No takers. City attorney?
Nothing to report, Mayor.
Okay. Tim?
At the Delaware Township meeting a couple weeks ago, it sounded like their board is pretty open to contributing 50% for the cost of a slide-in brush truck. So brush trucks is what the fire department uses to put out grass fires and things like that in rural areas. Since they're pretty open to paying half of the cost of a slide-in brush truck, Chief Gates and I were talking, and we do want to go ahead and try to do that this year. I think typically you want to do that in the fall and winter months, so you're not down a truck during the height of grass fire season. So I think he does want to go ahead and start looking at bids for a brush truck. So I did want to
have
give.
a brush truck?
They have a brush truck. It's a 2011. So what they're
I know
looking.
it's an older one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a budget requested item that
Right.
slides in the back.
Correct, yep. So it slides in the back, so it's an existing pickup truck, and it's, I think, a 300-gallon tank, and it would slide into
Slides
the
in the
back.
back.
So I think it's
It's not a truck, it's just the.
just the slide-in unit. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So he's looking at doing that. But again, any purchases like that would come back before you guys, but he is looking at getting some bids for that, so. Along those lines, I think we're expecting to get that new pumper in the next couple of weeks, so that's really exciting. He'll be sure to bring that to a future council meeting. Some of you guys might have read in the paper, the city of Leavenworth has been talking a lot about trash and what they want to do with trash long-term. One of the ideas that our neighbors to the north are looking at is putting a transfer station on the parcel that is technically in Leavenworth city limits and owned by them, that is on Gilman. So it's kind of an island of Leavenworth surrounded by Lansing on Gilman. They were upfront that that was an option, and they did offer to come to one of our city council meetings to talk to you guys about it if we have questions. But
It
so-
used to be the dump
correct, yeah.
years ago, and it's been closed, so how can they put a transfer station on that? Don't they have to wait so many years for the gases and all that stuff?
Yeah, all that stuff I'm not positive about. I can't imagine they'd be able to dig there. So if they build something, I would guess they would have to bring in a lot of dirt and build it up, perhaps. But they did offer to come to one of our future meetings to talk to you guys about that idea. So I wanted to pass that on to you. They haven't gotten back to me on a final date yet.
But is it the transfer station that's there now? Is that the counties or is that the Lebanon?
County.
There's a county transfer station also on Gilman, but this would be separate. I think they're looking at doing their own transfer station where that dump used to be.
Why?
We get to ask, we get to ask trash trucks to Shawnee every day. Like it fills up, they drive to Shawnee and they come back.
But I've seen.
And it's not just the drive, they have the crew of 3 guys. They pay 3 guys to drive from Leavenworth to Shawnee, sit in line at the scale house, drive 5 miles to the face of the landfill, wait in line there, and then drive back 5 miles out of the landfill and then drive back here. And they pay all 3 guys the whole time they're doing that. I don't understand how it's worth it, but whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm confused at how the county won't negotiate a better rate with the city.
Right.
That makes no sense to me that the county wants to take advantage of the city and doesn't want to help out the city in their county. What's that?
That's where I was going with
Yeah.
my question, because I've seen Leavenworth trash trucks at this county.
Not in years you
I
have.
was going to say, I think
Been up in there for 5 years.
4 or 5 years
Yeah.
ago, the county tried to raise their rates to be more market-driven or something like that. But when they raised their rates, that kind of priced Leavenworth out of that, I think. So that's 5 years ago, I think, is when Leavenworth started taking it to Shawnee.
Yeah, they're gonna save money making it.
No.
All right.
Anyway, one of the,
And I'm also confused at why they're adamantly opposed to Core Civic being open in their community, but they want to open a transfer station in our community.
And we brought that up.
I'm confused about that, but we'll move on.
well,
Please.
kudos to them. They were open that they're considering it, and they offered to come here and face us in person where we can answer the questions. So I appreciated that they were forthright that they were considering it.
If they do that, they need to send a letter to everybody who lives around there and invite them to the meeting also.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. Okay.
That's in my ward, that's in Jake and I's ward. That area.
Yeah.
Throw a rock from there to the business district. Not the ideal location, but it's their property. So we'll see what they say. They're nice enough to come and listen. So.
One thing that's kind of a neat deal, we spoke a while back about updated utility billing software. Our new utility billing software gives us the option to email people their utility bills. So the more people we have sign up for that, we save, 69 cents per person per month. So we're really encouraging people to sign up for email utility bills. So that's kind of a neat program with our new software. So kudos to Beth I know that's been a lot of work for
For
them.
those people that are on auto pay, can we just email them a receipt? So you're not having to mail out anything?
I'd have to defer to Beth on that, I'm not sure. Perhaps, but yeah. we can-
Auto pay is the best.
Yes, I think there's a lot of
It
people. who
is
do
the
that.
best.
Yep. The last day of the last weekday of the pool is August 13th, so that's coming up. A lot of our lifeguards are going back to school. So
Labor Day.
So Tim, in the future, is that what will happen? It won't be like after Labor Day? I
think-
I don't know how communities do this.
I think we are hoping to have it open on the weekends. That is the
Through Labor Day.
That is the hope.
After this year.
Well, I think even this year, I think
Oh,
we're
this-
hoping to have it
okay.
on the weekends.
Okay.
Close on the weekdays.
Okay.
But I mean, it's possible some features might not be open because, I mean, we won't have everybody, especially if some kids are going back to college or whatever. So, but we are trying to figure out a way to be open at least on the weekends. So, but the last weekday is August 13th, so.
Leavenworth City did vote to increase the wages of their pool staff.
I saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
I was aware of that. So, and then I'd thrown out the idea at the last council meeting of doing some type of moratorium on RHIDs since we've had 3 so far, and that would give us a chance to kind of catch our breath a little bit. Some of the feedback I got, one of you guys had just said, you know, after we hear the first 3 implement the moratorium. Another person had said the housing study calls for 560 units by the end of the decade. That's when the moratorium should take place. So I wanted to throw that out there to you guys again to be thinking about that, how we want to structure that, or if we want to restructure that policy a little bit. But yeah, if we do something like that, it might give us a chance to catch our breath after some of these are approved and go through the system. So, but any thoughts on that anymore?
I'm for freezing it after these 3 and let's see how it works. And
What
how
if
it
they
goes
don't
from there.
pass?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I would say
Let's wait
run
to
with
see
these
if they
3.
pass.
Yeah, no, the 3 that are in the pipeline, let them run. While they're running, don't entertain anymore.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay, that's helpful feedback for Josh and I, so thank you. I appreciate that. That's all I have.
All right. I'm gonna go around the horn.
Barbara and I, my wife and I were at a restaurant, and someone that was eating next to us overheard us talking, and they came up to me and they asked me if I was a city council member, and I said yes. And there was they didn't know the name, but it was a young man, police officer, had assisted them when their car broke down, and they just wanted to make it known that they appreciated the courtesy of the police officer, and it was no hesitation. As soon as he realized there was a problem, he went over and helped them out, made sure that they had all the help they needed, and then they went on his own business. But just wanted to say that's just I told the person that made the comment that is a normal for Lansing. That's my experience, is that everyone is that way, whether it be a fireman, a city worker, or a police officer. They're all very helpful. So I just wanted to pass that along. Thank all of our employees for everything they do. That's all I have, Mayor.
Yeah?
I don't have anything, Mayor.
Okay. Terry?
I have nothing, Mayor.
Don?
I'd just like to reiterate on the pool, if there's any way that we can keep the pool open, not full-time like it's been going after 13th of August, whether it's just weekends or maybe weekends and 1 day a week or something like that, or in the evenings or something like that. I think we ought to pursue that. I know most of our lifeguards are going back to school, you know, most of them are out of state or out of town, whatever, but I think there'd be enough around with from the swim team and stuff like that from Lansing High School that we probably can, you know, get deeper into September before we actually shut it down for the season. I would like to pursue as much as that as I could. I've had a lot of people tell me that, and they love the pool, by the way.
Good.
That's all I got, man.
Okay, thanks. Kevin?
I don't know who gave us the information on the Lions Club, but they are very impressive on everything that they do for this community, so I just want to say thank you. And that's all I have.
Sheets out there because of what you heard tonight didn't begin to cover it. So,
A through Z.
you know, I couldn't add one worthwhile thing right now.
Nothing. I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. Call a roll.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Brungard?
Yes.
Mr. Stednica?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby?
If we go to 8:30, do we get overtime?
No.
No.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mr. Garvey?
Get paid.
We're gonna